Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, we're going to do the Celtic cross again. So we have current situation, 5 of Wands. What's crossing that? Definitely. 6 of Wands. What do you need to focus on? The Sun. Your past. Or what are you leaving? 4 of Wands. Your strengths. Patience. That's the word that came to mind. Okay. King of Pentacles. Near future. We have the Hierophant. Could also be a Taurus coming in for you. Advice, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Follow that 10 of Cups. Environment, High Priestess. Listening to your inner voice. That's the environment that's trying to surround you. Your hopes and fears. Hanging Man. Potential outcome. The Fool. Love it. That's a good potential outcome, I think. Okay. So current situation is the 5 of Wands, battling, arguing, not seeing eye to eye with somebody. Could be going back and forth with something, like you can't commit to something, right? That you keep going back and forth. Like one day you're this and the next day you're that. You're like, I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place. I feel like, so what's crossing that is that you're not achieving anything by being in this 5 of Wands energy. Like you're not getting anywhere in this 5 of Wands energy. Like I feel like you're just circling. You're going around and around and around and around, and like you're not able to break free from it. What do you need to focus on? Let's see. All right, so I get so excited, so sorry. Again, my brain before my mouth, but I'm like excited about this readings. Okay. The Emperor, power, powerful, right? And the Empress, look at that. The Emperor and the Empress. So this could have to do with a relationship, right? Is there a power struggle in a relationship as who is in control? This could be a friend, family member, work, whatever relationship this is, where I feel like there's a power struggle, right? That nobody's able to gain anything. Nobody's able to pull ahead. Nobody's having success from any of this because there's a power struggle between the Emperor and the Empress. What do you need to focus on? The Sun. Now, how do you change things? How do you turn things around, right? The Knight of Pentacles. He's kind of looking right at that, so I'm just going to leave that. All right? What's best for you? Is this energy good for you to be in? With this power struggle, is it really worth it for you to win? Is it really worth it for you to keep yourself in this energy to finally win the battle? Is it hurting you more than it's helping you? And even if it comes out in your favor, was it worth it? Whatever it is that you had to sacrifice or you had to lose or you had to go through. I feel like that's kind of like, what are you like looking at? Is this really worth it? Is this really worth my mental state? Is this worth my physical state? Because obviously if you're in this 5 of Wands, that you're feeling drained mentally and emotionally, and is it really worth it? All right, so what you're leaving or what was in your past. So it could be that you're leaving this partnership. So it could be a partnership as in like a business or a job. It could be any type of partnership, like working together with this person, like leaving that, like the Emperor and the Empress. Standing up for yourself, right? Finally standing up for yourself and focusing on you. Moving away, yeah, moving away. Time to move on. Time to go past this. That this has become too toxic. Obviously, this is something that you have to decide. I'm not telling you that that's what you need to do, but I feel like the energy for this reading is that, like, leaving this toxicity, leaving this fighting, this power struggle, right? Because it has not been, you realize that it has not been working for you. Your strengths, being patient. I feel like it's committed. Like you're very committed and you're very dedicated. And I feel like you tried to work this out as long as you could. I feel like you carried the burden of this for a very long time. I feel like you really tried your best in this situation to work things out the best way possible. I really feel like that's what you've done. But I also feel like you can't do it at a loss to yourself. You know, that I feel like you were almost pushing yourself on the outside because you had tried for so long and for so hard. But I also feel like you feel confident in these changes, right, of this energy here of moving away from this is because you gave it everything you had. That you did the best that you could do and it just didn't work out, so that you're okay with moving forward. And I feel like that restores the faith and belief in yourself, right? Because you're like, okay, I am looking out for myself. Here I wasn't, but I turned that around and I figured out, and I feel confident that I hung through it, right? That I did the best that I could do. And I couldn't do any more. So then we have the Ace of Swords in the near future. And I feel like it's a new way of thinking of it. I almost feel like you kind of realize, okay, I don't want to get into this energy again. Like this was too much for me physically and mentally. That I don't want to put myself in that situation. Yeah, I'm glad that I stuck it out and I did everything that I could, but was it at the detriment of myself? And that it took up too much of my time. Like life is too short to spend too much time in this energy. Advice, right? 10 of Cups. Love that. What makes you happy? I feel like it's kind of this realization, the Ace of Swords with that 10 of Cups. Looking towards the future as what is your 10 of Cups? Where does that mean? Where does that go? And if this door closed, then this door opens. The environment is listening to that inner voice, because I feel like that's really what helped to guide you, was because you were like, okay, it's time to move on. And listening to that inner voice and saying, okay, what's going to work for me? What's going to be better for me? How do I remove myself from this? Your hopes and fears, seeing things different. Things have changed. Things have been flipped upside down. Things aren't the same as what they were. Different relationships, new relationships. Definitely if there's a loss of this situation, this relationship here, but then it's also like, okay, this changes everything and everything's different. You know, your hopes for better relationships in the future, but your fears for the loss of this relationship here. We have the potential outcome is the Fool, and I love that because that's a new beginning. That you're finally in control, that you are in charge. Maybe you didn't win this battle, but you won that battle. You're coming out ahead because now you know that you're moving forward in a new direction that is best for you, because you're headed towards your 10 of Cups. And sometimes that's what we need to realize is, okay, holding on to something that is preventing you from opening doors to another direction, to other things, right? Sometimes we just hang on to things too long and it's like, oh, the expiration date expired quite a while ago. It's gone way past the expiration date. All right, so let's get a wisdom oracle. Wisdom oracle for this reading for Capricorn. Wisdom oracle energy. Rah. We have come to the edge and taking those chances, right? Come to the edge. And then we have serendipity with the 4-leaf clover. I just feel like it's like she's kind of floating. She's hanging on to the clover and she's kind of flying through the air with the clover. And then she's just kind of coming to the edge and just free. Like I feel floating and free and let go and to see where life brings you, right? I feel like that's what it is taking those chances to see where life brings you and to not get caught up in these power struggles and in this negative energy. And that there's more to life than just this battle within here, this 5 of Wands. All right, let's get an energy oracle. Door to value. I love it because going with that 10 of Cups, what is important to you? What does value mean to you? If I said open, if we're sitting across from each other and I say, okay, open the door to value, what does that represent for you? Like, what is valuable to you? What does value mean to you? Is it material things? Is it emotional fulfillment? Is it amazing relationships? Is it, you know, what is important to you? And that's what you have to focus on. And that's what you have to keep striving for, even when it becomes challenging. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.